on.
No, we're just gonna debate.
I started my recording. We're just gonna debate. So we're gonna cap it at 45 minutes. So I'm gonna ask you
Alright,
before
bet.
we get into anything tricky, because I'm not gonna fuck around too much with the definition shit. What do you define as good? What do you think is good?
What do I define as good? In terms of like a normative ethical view, I don't think I'd apply it to a veganism debate. I'll just like let us like a specific set of intuitive values that I have and see if like they end up inconsistent or absurd. Like I wouldn't do that in like a veganism debate.
Okay, yeah. What do you define as right?
What do I define as right? Well, in case like veganism, whatever is right is like taking consideration of things that we generally value. And like I don't know.
Take in consideration things that we generally value, like.
Yeah, I guess like via my intuitions, I'd like let's just say like okay, yeah, I have this connection to my teddy bear. Like okay, yeah, I value my teddy bear because I have a connection to this thing. So if it's the case that somebody did something like, hey, this is a teddy bear, like rip it apart, I'd say that okay, yeah, it's probably immoral.
Okay, so you value intuition to base morality.
No, not really.
No.
I'm saying that there's a set of intuitive values that we just generally value, and I'd like basically argue with those things in this kind of debate.
Okay, so there's a set of intuitive values that people have
that
give moral correspondence to one thing, right?
Yeah, it's just gonna be arguing between like both of our two intuitions. Like in terms of our intuitive values, we can either find an inconsistency with the values or like some kind of, like strong reduction.
Okay, so I'll ask you this. I mean, your intuitive values. If we're gonna like break it down, you think it's just not okay to eat animals or kill animals, right?
Yeah, I can kind of name the value that I have for animals. It's probably just consciousness, like, or sentience, or one of those two. Like, if it's, I generally don't take it to be like good to just like kill off sentient or like conscious things, and that's why I think it's like wrong to eat meat. Well, wrong to kill animals.
I mean, it's not even necessarily eating meat; it's the killing of animals, right? So
yeah, it's the killing of animals.
Yeah. So I mean, we'll break it down like this. I don't know which questions to ask you first, but I guess I'll ask it in this type of way for you.
Wait, hold on. Pause. Can we ping this?
Go ahead.
Like I don't know what the mod to do.
That's what I was gonna ping it, but I don't have perms to ping. That's why I was trying to tell Spaz, but I don't have perms. I can ping it in the X and tell people to join here, but I can't.
Let me sure. Wait, Void is Void still VC? Still in VC? Oh, you guys still have the same perms. It's whatever. Anyways, you can continue.
Okay. Do you know what the circle of life is?
The circle of life?
Yeah.
No, not really.
Okay. So in the animal kingdom, certain other animals keep other animals in check, right? Like for example, bunnies are known for their very, very vicious overpopulation, and they'll completely deforest areas and like ruin terrain and ruin like entire locations on the planet, right? If they don't get essentially, get checked by other predators. So things that get unchecked by other predators overpopulate and destroy locations. That's what happens. So we as humans are usually on the top of the food chain in comparison to other predators, right? So in the sense of stopping like places from getting like literally like annihilated, like entire settings getting like destroyed and annihilated, we actually intervene and kill other animals to prevent like, environmental destruction. Like, do you know what a lanternfly is?
A lanternfly, no, but I have a question. Why would I like take some kind of value to like protecting the environment here? Like, why do you care about the planet? When I say some kind of value, I say like some kind of like we all protect the planet here. I don't believe that we'd like have like some kind of like duty, like some kind of moral obligation.
We're gonna have a bomb here. You don't think you have a moral obligation to protect the planet, but you value life?
No, I don't have any obligations. Like I don't believe in any obligations.
You don't believe in anything?
I don't. No, I said any obligations. Like I don't have any position on any obligations or like kind of moral odds here.
So what is your?
I don't think. Wait, hold on. Just be clear.
Yeah, I want to ask you, what is your position in veganism?
Wait, hold on. Just be clear. Can I finish my sentence?
I'm confused. I want you to tell me your position.
Based on like some sets of state of affairs, I just say that's probably wrong to kill animals.
It's probably wrong to kill animals?
Yeah, because they're sentient and they have consciousness.
Okay, I just gave you a line of reasoning saying otherwise. Like, what's your response to that?
Wait, saying otherwise? I said that. Okay, yeah, they can have like some kind of like environmental.
Yeah. So you cut me off when you said,
What's it called?
you cut me off.
Yeah.
Listen,
You're just
listen.
going off for like
No,
quite a
because
bit.
you cut me off when I was talking about the lanternfly thing. But the lanternfly thing is important, right? Because lanternflies impose on other animals, impose on the environment, right, and cause absolute destruction, right? They could harm things like trees, and over time, if lanternflies go unchecked, they could, severely harm the environment to the point where, we're overcrowded, we're even like getting overwhelmed by them, and then oxygen decreases, like a lot of really bad stuff, right? Like pollination goes down, like it's really vicious stuff. So I mean, if you don't care about the environment, that means listen. The position you're taking right now, and I'll make it super clear. If you don't care about the environment, you don't care about other animals, and that position literally entails that you're okay with the death of other animals via that virtue.
Yeah. Just to be clear, your reasoning as to why we should be able to kill animals because they have like some kind of detriment to environmental, like some kind of detriment to the environment. I'm pretty sure we all can agree that humans have the same thing. So do you think it's just permissible to kill humans too?
If they're a danger to the environment, fuck yes.
Okay, wait. So in any urban city where somebody just destroys a tree and they're in some kind of environment, you think it's permissible to kill them?
That's not the type of environmental destruction I'm talking about. That's not large scale.
Wait, what are you talking about? We like literally like if you look at the city of Chicago or something, like just like little skyscrapers, there's literally like
listen, Shikiyoh.
You don't have to destroy forests like to have like these sorts of things, right?
So Shikiyoh, do you know
like we have to destroy forests like that?
Yeah, I understand, right? But we also like are responsible for like pollination shit like that, and we help that shit happen. So we also contribute to. So at the same time, at the same time we impose on the environment, we contribute to the environment. Lanternflies do not contribute to the environment whatsoever at all. That's the condition.
Wait, hold on. Just because like a specific set of animals, like what's it called, like don't contribute to the environment, doesn't mean that we have like some we can kill it. Like imagine we have like some kind of
You're not understanding.
Wait. Imagine. Wait, hold on. Let me just finish.
I'm gonna let you continue.
Let me just
You're
finish.
strawmanning me, Shikiyoh. I'm the one to interrupt you, but I'm literally gonna let you continue.
Yeah.
You're strawmanning me. I'm gonna explain exactly what I'm talking about. The point I really want you to respond to is that if you intuitively care about animals, you don't want animals to die. You're not okay with animals being killed, right? The byproduct of not killing lanternflies is a mass majority of other animals dying and losing resources. Are you okay with that?
Didn't hear your question. My bad. I was typing in chat.
Wow.
Yeah, my bad.
Didn't hear any of that because you were typing in chat.
Yeah, me so serious.
The byproduct, the byproduct of unchecked lanternflies is a large population of animals literally getting like killed and losing food and losing resources. So are you okay with that?
Probably not. Same way you're not okay with what's it called, just killing a human because they don't have any kind of good effect on the environment and they only have bad effects.
That's not my position.
Let's just say Yeah.
I made it super clear.
Answer the question. What's the difference?
I'm telling you, I made it super clear. I'm against large scale environmental destruction. If something poses large scale environmental destruction, and literally, you could try and say I'm hedging. You could try to say this, but when I gave you the example of a multitude of trees, overpopulation, resources declining, diminishing, like oxygen literally decreasing, animals dying, pollination going down, stuff that keeps plants and trees alive, which lanternflies would be a byproduct of. Yes, I'm talking about large scale destruction.
Wait. I don't know what you mean by large scale. Like imagine like there's some kind of construction worker that doesn't contribute to the environment and only like chops down trees just so it can have like some kind of money to like pay for their shitty ass rent costs. Like, do you think that we should be able to kill them just because they don't have a contribution to the environment?
That's disanalogous.
No, it's literally analogous. Answer the yes or no question. Is it yes or no?
It's not analogous.
It is definitely analogous.
I'll explain to you why it's not analogous. When I'm talking about large scale, you could chop a couple trees down here and there, make production, right? But you didn't really do anything. You didn't really succeed in anything. Lanternflies, in the future, if unchecked, if they keep breeding, they will literally like rid like an entire area. Like they'll deforest it, one, and on top of that, they'll stop pollination completely because they attack bees. So stopping pollination completely over an entire area, maybe an entire state, maybe an entire tri-state area, if unchecked, if they keep overpopulating, stopping pollination over a tri-state area, like completely destroying an environment over a tri-state area isn't the same as a construction worker chopping down a couple of trees. That's not analogous. It's fucking bullshit.
Yeah. Imagine like there's some politician that's elected into office, right? They have like some kind of jurisdiction over what kind of cities we can build inside of like the United States. Imagine they actually like build the cities in somewhere like in Everglades. Like but not really the Everglades, just somewhere like more foresty and stuff like that. They actually get this and sign into law, and they actually order large scale of workers to go shut down or like just cut down like a large like forest and stuff like that. Do you think it's permissible to kill them because they enabled and actually contributed, and it's actually the
Cut
cause
down a large
that many people are
forest.
doing it?
Again,
Yes.
you didn't meet the standard to hit the analogy, by the
Wait,
way.
yes, he did. The only difference in standards that you only like presented was the fact that it was large scale. So I just said, okay, yeah. Imagine there's a
No.
politician that give. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Please check your own language.
Yeah,
I said. I
you're
said.
not
I said
tracking because
specifically.
I told you it literally has
Huh?
potential to like cause environmental destruction, deforestation, and non-pollination over an entire tri-state area, maybe even more. I don't care if somebody chops a forest down and build
Wait,
homes.
wait,
It's
wait.
fine.
Let's just say if the president or like the vice president or like what's it called like yeah, let's just say the vice president signed that into law in like some kind of like in like the Senate or something. Like, do you think that's okay to just like kill off the vice president just because like they contributed to like large deforestation and stuff like that?
That's that it? They're just cutting down trees.
Well, yeah, they signed it into law. What's called? They signed it into
Okay, I
law. What's
wouldn't
it
care.
called?
I wouldn't
They
care
don't
about
have.
that. You didn't.
Wait,
Okay, can you
wait.
before we
You
say
think you think
before
wait wait
listen
wait
before listen
wait
listen listen
wait
stop
wait.
stop don't
Calm
spur
down.
don't spur
Wait wait.
don't
Calm
spur
down.
don't
Wait. Calm
spur
down.
don't
Calm down.
spur.
Calm down. Calm
I'm
down.
trying
Calm
to
down. Calm down.
respond to you. You're trying to
Heated
steamroll.
infuriating.
Stop. Listen, I responded to
Okay,
you
go.
and you asked me something. I responded to you. I'm gonna let you continue. Listen, I said I wouldn't care. I'm gonna ask you because you're saying I'm the one that's not tracking. Can you tell me what all my conditions were about what the lantern flies could do? List them off for me.
Well, that's completely irrelevant to the bullet you just the bullet you just bit. Like you just admitted that
What the hell? That's exact. Okay,
you
wow.
would consider it
You're
completely
dumb as
impermissible
shit.
and actually you would consider it like completely fine to just kill off the vice president because they like affected some kind of tri-state area and deforested enough just to build more cities. Like I don't
Okay,
think
that's not
anybody
all
would
the
agree with that.
conditions.
I'm
Okay.
pretty sure.
Listen. You're not
What's the
tracking.
condition I'm missing?
Shikyo, you're not tracking. Okay, this one I'm gonna
Hold
ask
on,
you
hold on,
again.
hold
Shikyo,
on.
this one I'm
Okay.
gonna ask you again because you're making this analogous analogies. I'm okay with
Hmm?
people chopping down trees over a large scale area. That is just one part of the equation. Can you tell me what did I list off lanternflies are capable of doing if left unchecked over time will do? Can
You
you
said
list them
you
off for
said
me?
you said what's it called deforest over a large scale like tri-state area.
Is that it?
Pretty sure.
Tracking of fucking destruction. The
Okay,
tracking
what's the
of
difference?
fucking annihilation. The
What's the
tracking
difference?
of the fucking apocalypse. And I've repeated it like 30 times for you.
What was it?
Wow. I mean, that is literally the tracking of the fucking like Jahannam, the devil himself.
Hold on. Just be clear. The only thing that you emphasized in that sentence was just saying that okay, yeah, it's gonna destroy like a big tri-state area, and then I like gave an example of that, and apparently I didn't
Is
track
that
something,
all
and
I
you're not even
said?
gonna
Wait,
see what
wait,
I
is that
didn't
all
track.
I said? Is that all I said they would do?
Hold on, are you gonna repeat what you said, or are you just gonna stay on the
If I
meta?
repeated it 5 times, I'm not repeating it again for you. That's the tracking of doom, despair, and fucking diabolicalness. I don't know what to tell you. I don't have to repeat
Uh,
it again and again and again and again and
you're not
again.
you're not
If
you're
I
not.
repeat it,
Oh, no,
listen,
you're not
listen,
gonna repeat a single
listen.
condition.
There's like 3-4 conditions, brother. You just didn't track them.
No, there's a single condition
There's
that
a
I probably
single
missed.
condition. This is the
Yes, what, this
this is
is
the
just name the
tracking of
condition.
fucking despair. Oh my god.
Look. If you
Do you
don't want to
remember?
name the condition, that look. If you don't want to name the condition, that's fine. We can just move on. Like
Yeah, we can
I've
move on.
addressed
We
the
can move
argument that I've
on. We
heard.
can move on. We can move
Yeah,
on.
I've addressed the argument that I've heard.
No, you didn't.
Do you have any
No, you
problem?
didn't. No, you
Do you?
didn't. No, you didn't.
Yes. Obviously, I
This is
said
the
the argument that I
tracking
heard.
of the fucking devil himself, of the shaitan. This is the tracking of the shaitan.
Look. If you want to keep on meta debating about like
I'm not
when this point,
motivated,
yeah,
bro.
that's
I don't
fine.
care. We can move
But
on. What do you want to do?
do you have any
Do I
fucking
have
contention to the consciousness point?
intentions to consciousness point? I mean, why is
Yeah.
inherent consciousness value
Wait, he said.
living?
Wait, is it the distinction that he made fucking up communities, nigga?
No, it's more than that.
I'm not even.
There were like 3 or 4 points. There was a lot of things I told you actually they could do. I literally listed off like at least 4 to 5 things that lanternflies would do after
Well,
overpopulating.
if you listed off 4 to 5 things, I don't see a problem with me missing like 2. Like
You
I
missed
don't see the.
4. You missed like 4, brother.
No, I named
All you
no, I
said,
named 2 things.
all you
You said
listed.
4 to 5 things.
Listen.
If I
I
missed
thought we were
4,
moving
that means
on.
I would have missed 6 things.
Shikiyoh, you went and was like, oh yeah, what do you want to kill the vice president if he cut down a bunch of trees over this big area? I'm like, no, because that's not all the lanternflies are gonna do. And you're like, that's all you said. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
It's like, what do you say?
No, what's the relevant distinction? Yo, what's the relevant distinction? Because all I'm seeing in chat is that he'd fuck up communities. I don't even see that as
I
relevant.
mean, That's your tracking of the. I've repeated it for you like at least 5 to 6 times. So that's the tracking of doom, despair, destruction, and of the devil himself. So unfortunately for you, I will not be. I will not be. Listen. I repeated it enough for you. We engaged in it so much for you to only say I gave you 1 point there. That's your problem. That's your fault. That's not my issue. So we're gonna move on, like you said you were. Let's go on this point. Let's go on the conscious point. And what's the tracking of Senju?
Yeah. We can keep on meta debating about it. That's fine. But do you actually want to get onto the substance now? Like, do you have any contention with the consciousness?
Yeah, I just told you
why. With the consciousness?
Why is consciousness inherently valuable?
I didn't say it was inherently valuable.
Okay, why is consciousness the distinction that gives them like value, that gives animal value to not be able to kill?
Because like if it was the case that somebody just like stopped their conscious for some reason, I'd probably feel bad for them. Yeah.
You probably feel bad for them because somebody's consciousness got taken out?
Yeah. I told you this is an intuitive case. Like when I listed set of values, I said that
you could justify intuition.
I said I probably feel bad for it.
Because you probably feel bad. So it's an emotional like attachment type of thing, or
an emotional attachment? Probably not. There's like probably the fact that they probably miss their current conscious experience as well. If they have feelings, I guess their feelings would probably be hurt by getting fucking raped and milked and fucking, killed off like in some kind of factory.
Getting raped and killed off in some factory?
Yeah.
Yeah, for overall benefit of humanity. That's fine with me. You're anti-utilitarianism?
I don't think humanity would need that. It's quite clear that in any study that you see that we can survive without eating animals.
In current day?
That's the first Google result.
Are you an elitist? You're about to get hit with a position that you've never seen before in your life. Are you an elitist or no?
I'm agnostic.
You're agnostic? Do you not know what I'm saying when I call you an elitist?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think everybody on the planet right now can afford a vegan diet?
It's not relevant.
It is relevant.
And I'm talking about the morality. I don't care about the states of affairs.
Okay, you don't care. You care about. Okay, I don't give a fuck about it though. You'll back off that point. You're not gonna re-argue there. You want to engage me. It's okay. But
what? Nigga? What? I mean, we're talking about strictly the morality. I wouldn't. Wait.
That is a moral case.
I wouldn't care if I don't really care if like this world like has like some kind of money deficiency.
This is a moral argument. Do you know that, right? Like this has to do with morality.
No, it's not a moral. It's not a moral argument.
It is a moral.
It's really. I can even. Hold on. I can even. I can even grant that the world doesn't have enough money for that, but it still be immoral. People still be acting irrational. Like there's no problem with that either.
People are acting irrational, so you think it's morally acceptable to say, hey, to stop mass producing animals for people's nutritional benefits, so people to live and continue because they can't afford a vegan diet. So you're okay with like mass death and starvation. So that's all you're good with?
If they can't afford a vegan diet, then how can they afford like a carnivore's diet, like a meat eating diet?
It's like I don't cheaper. Really see.
Significantly cheaper.
And meat products are meat products are much easier to obtain. Vegan substitutes are much harder and they're much more expensive.
Dude, are you serious? Like if we took away all meat eating in the world, obviously the vegan substitutes will get cheaper. Are you serious?
What?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's works. Like if you were to take away all like the other, well, it would like stay the same price, but I'm pretty sure like
you just conceded that was a concession. What the fuck?
Well, it'll stay the same. I don't really care about that, but I don't
economics
really
standing the same.
You just conceded or not?
That was a concession. That made no sense. He said it's probably you said it's probably the same price. Is it the same price or is it going to be cheaper? I don't think it's going to be cheaper. What's your justification for getting cheaper?
I'm not even sure if it gets like cheaper, more expensive, but I don't see why it's relevant like necessarily.
This guy.
I'll explain it to you in very simple terms. It'll probably get more expensive because if there's no more meat in the world, this is the last food product, and it's gonna be something of high demand. So they're gonna rake up the fucking volume of the prices, so it's hard to obtain. So it doesn't just go out. It's scarce because they're limited resources. So your position is literally not only fucking retarded, but it's like it's like outside of like any moral grounding that every listen, you're the one cutting me off. Listen, you're the one cutting me off. I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to be nice. I don't understand why you're cutting me off when I'm just trying to make a simple argument. I'm trying to explain something for you. I explained to you the economics of it, right? I explained to you why it's just outside of any like moral view I've ever seen in my life, because that means you just don't give a fuck about poor people and want them to fucking starve and die.
It's not necessarily that I give a fuck about poor people. I can still grant that, yeah, it'll probably be like some kind of detriment if yeah, we should move on meat, and people like had to pay more prices. But I still think it's still immoral to like still be eating meat. I can still
Because
take
you
these
feel
both
bad?
things to be immoral. Not necessarily. No, it's like a certain set of values there.
Yeah, you just intuitively feel bad that something's consciousness got stripped out. I also
No,
intuitively,
not intuitively feel bad.
intuitively feel bad that homeless people can't participate in eating meat and you'll fucking die and starve if they don't get meat. I think that overweighs the negative of just some random animal dying.
Well, you think that overweights the negatives to random animal dying? So if somebody's like starving, wait, so in any case where somebody's like about to die and somebody else is like probably like in a bad situation, you think it'll just like override that or what?
Override what? Like another human with another human?
Yeah, another human with another human.
I mean, why is that analogous?
I'm not too sure what the correlation there was.
What
Like you said
makes
that, okay,
what makes an
I'm not too sure what
animal
the
comparable
yeah,
to a
yeah,
human?
yeah. Yeah, I just said consciousness, you retard. I'm saying that, okay, yeah, you're ending the conscious experience of this person just because the other person would probably like go broke if they can't what's called continue it. I don't see why that's moral at all. I don't think anybody would agree with that.
So why does consciousness make you equal to a human?
I never said it was equal to human. I said it's a value equal to human.
And what's your justification for that?
You don't think animals are conscious?
I think they're conscious, but what's your justification for
Yeah,
consciousness? Giving
do you
them
think
value?
that humans are conscious?
Yes. What's your justification
Yeah,
for?
so the values are equal.
Okay, you're gonna keep.
What?
Okay, I'm gonna ask you a crazy question. Ready? You're gonna be fucking shocked. Should we go and start arresting animals and incarcerating them today?
Probably not. They have a different level of rationality.
Okay, wait, listen. Yeah. So, if a human kills a human, we should put them in prison. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you gonna go out and start incarcerating animals for killing each other?
No, once again, it has a different level of rationality.
Okay, great concession.
Sure
The debate just ended. GG.
What? That's not a concession because if you were apply this to a human too, like it's not the case that you just start killing off
them
humans
to the same standard. You just
it's not the case that you start killing off. It's not the case that you start killing off autistic humans just because they're less rational.
Oh my god,
you're retarded. You're genuinely stupid. Retarded? You wouldn't start killing off autistic people just because they're less rational.
Wow, you conceded, bro. That was insane.
That's not a concession. Are you serious?
Okay, ready? I want to start killing off autistic people, quote unquote, because they're less rational. You value something morally on the same level as a human, but you're okay with them killing each other. You don't care about that, right?
No. Once again, like if it's the case for an animal, if you're talking about the problem of predation, I'd say that's a whole different case. Insofar as you're saying that, okay, yeah, they do need like this kind of carnivore food to survive. If that's what you're referencing. But no, it's not a concession for me not being able to kill off autistic people.
Do omnivores not exist? No, they don't. They don't need carnivore diets to exist.
Wait, I'm talking about carnivorous animals. I'm talking about carnivorous animals.
I'm talking about animals in general. So what about you? Don't care about omnivorous animals?
What do you mean? What do you mean animals? What do you mean animals in general? I never said I didn't care about what's it called omnivorous animals. I said if it's the case that this animal, can only eat meat. Do you think that it's okay that we should kill him or not?
The animal can only eat meat?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine with killing him. That's my position. Fuck it, yummy. I don't know.
Whoa,
so what about an omnivorous animal?
Hold on.
What about an omnivorous animal?
The point of me making that shit up was just me saying that, okay, yeah, the problem of predation fails because that's the only thing that can eat. So they're forced to act irrationally.
Listen, yeah, there's more animals than carnivorous animals, dickhead. What about an omnivorous animal?
I don't care. There's more white people than black people. Do you think we lose consideration for black people?
That's not an argument. We don't lose consideration, but when a bear
listen.
Wait,
why does the amount like even correlate here?
Shikiyoh, you're getting fucking obliterated. You're on back foot. It's not even fucking funny. Shikiyoh, if a bear Shikiyoh, listen. If a bear,
God, Jester is so smart.
He keeps fucking like cutting me off because he might be fucking some type of autistic, but Shikiyoh, a bear is omnivorous. It eats both plants and meat-eating things, right?
Okay.
If a bear mauls a fucking deer to death, should we go and fucking incarcerate and put it in jail for life right now?
No, that's less level of rationality, and they're forced to eat that deer.
Okay, wait. So because something has a less level of rationality than us, we should just let it fucking kill things.
In conjunction with the fact that they're forced to do it.
That they're forced to do it? Okay, so what if we have a mentally fucking retarded guy that feels like he's forced to kill people and eat them up for breakfast? Are you okay with that?
Wait, he feels like he's forced to do it, or can he do it, or like he actually is forced to do it? Like
Yeah,
if it's like mentally retarded person,
yes, his mind is forcing him to
no,
do it.
no,
Yes,
no.
like
I'm
the
talking
way,
about generally forcing, not his mind forcing.
yes, that's what it means to force. Animals are fucking hardwired to do the things that they do instinctually. That's how animals work. If you have something that's fucking mentally retarded, like for example, Charles Manson, his brain, if you MRI scan it, he's mentally wired to do the evil things that he does. He can't fucking help it. Right?
Hold on.
I gave you a hypothetical.
Just be clear.
Listen, stop. I'm giving you an argument. Stop cutting me off, bro.
Hold on. You finished it, nigga.
I'm not done talking. I'm obviously in the middle of talking. You interrupted me. Listen to what I'm saying. If this guy is hardwired to kill other people, a human is hardwired to kill the people and eat them up because his level of rationale is lower than us, the average human, so we just not imprison him because he's doing the things that he's doing.
Oh wait, if the human was forced to eat the person and they have like less rationality, then
that's not the hypothetical.
Like if
wait, what?
Okay, hold on. What? Are you serious? Are you serious?
Oh
if
my
they're
god!
Forced to eat it, if they're literally forced to eat it, like they have no other choice, then yeah, what's the immorality of that?
Are you stupid? Like Charles Manson? So you're okay with Charles? Are you okay with You're okay with Charles Manson cutting people up and eating them for breakfast?
I don't even know what that is.
Wow, that's a reductio.
Wait, me not knowing who it is reductive? Are you serious?
No, I mean the bullet.
Just be clear. I rejected the fact that okay, yeah, you can like be mentally forced to do something. I'm talking about force in some kind of like abstract sense. Like they literally have to do it, or they can't survive otherwise.
That's not the hypothetical I'm giving you. That's why I'm saying you didn't respond to my actual
Yeah, exactly. That's why it doesn't. Okay. That's why it doesn't apply, nigga.
So you're not tracking. So you're not.
In the case,
you're not tracking. Can you stop rambling?
Can you
stop like schizo rambling and let me respond to your argument?
In the case of Jeffrey Dahmer, right? We could say that he had like
perfect example.
Yes. Let's just say he had this instinctual desire to do it. It doesn't mean that it's the case that he'll literally die off if he doesn't do it. That's what I mean by force there. Animals had some kind of like force to do it because they wouldn't be able to support their diet, and they would literally die off because of probably some kind of nutritional thing.
You're about to get obliterated. Bears don't need to eat meat to survive. They don't need to.
I'm talking about carnivorous animals. I'm talking about carnivorous animals.
I understand, but there are more than carnivorous animals, or way more than carnivorous animals, Mr. Shikiyoh. Your position. Wait.
Stop interrupting me. Stop interrupting me. Minority. Why does that like?
Stop it. Can we stop him? He's aping out. You see how they call me the ape, and this guy's aping out. He's so fucking scared.
Look like I'm moderating.
Get him the moderator.
Why does it? Yeah. Hold on.
You're getting just fucking destroyed.
Wait. Generally, like if you're talking about like some kind of like okay, yeah, there's a less amount of this and that. Why does it?
Are we gonna let him continue interrupting me? I was obviously in the middle of talking. Can we moderate him, please?
Hey,
just moderate him.
You can talk. Just answer the question after.
Okay. So before, I don't care about any question you gave me because you interrupted me and stopped me from arguing against you. So what you're understanding is, and what I want you to understand is, there are more than just carnivorous animals. We aren't just talking about carnivorous animals. We're talking about animals in general, which is why I gave you a hypothetical about the bear. The bear does not need to eat meat to survive, but the bear is hardwired to attack animals that come into his vicinity, even when it's hungry. It can literally live off of grass and veggies for the rest of his fucking life and not need to eat meat. But if something comes near that's meat-based, it will attack it off of pure instinct, meaning because of its brain being hardwired in this type of way, its level of rationale is lower than that of an average human, right? So it mauls something to death. Now, we have humans that the level of rationale is that lower of an average human. Charles Manson, Jeffrey Dahmer, their brains, if you MRI them, are hardwired to do the evil things that they do. So because their level of rationale are lower than that of an average human, are you okay with these people chopping up other people, eating them up for fucking breakfast, and them not being arrested or facing any type of fucking justice because their rationale is lower? That's your insane justification, dumbass nigga. Now go ahead and respond to the argument.
Yeah. In the case of a bear compared to Jeffrey Dahmer, I think that the rationales are so low, what's it called, different. Like even though both are kind of low, right? The rationales are so different that he doesn't even know that okay, yeah, I can just like go eat this plant, or like he doesn't like when he sees like some kind of deer, he doesn't like think, oh yeah, I can just like eat this plant instead. When Jeffrey Dahmer sees the kids, he can actually see that okay, yeah, I can eat what's it called, either the kids or probably like some regular like meat or something, or like some kind of plants from the grocery store. I think the levels of rationale are so different that I don't think we compare them to this kind of situation. And in the case of a strict carnivorous animal, I'm asking you, like, do you think it's the case that actually no, you can just respond to that. I'm gonna wait for that after. I feel like I'm shotgunning.
Yeah, I
He just
mean,
went to that.
yeah, this is
I
where
have to say to that.
you're wildly confused. So the hypothetical that I gave you in question is of a criminal, a hypothetical criminal. I just gave you Charles Manson's an example, but a hypothetical criminal who can't make these distinctions, whose rationale is so low that he just guns out at people and just tries to eat them and chop them up. He can't make rational decisions this type of way because there are people that get put in straitjackets because and like mouth guards on them because they just can't control themselves. There are people that are hardwired and are nothing less or on basically on the level of that of animals, which is why this hypothetical that you're not responding to, it's literally like it's possible. Like this
Can he give justification that Jeffrey Dahmer has the same amount of
I'm
rationale as
not
a
saying
bear?
Jeffrey Dahmer. I'm saying a hypothetical criminal.
Chris Manson, what a hypothetical criminal. I don't think any sort of human would have the same rationale as a bear. Are you kidding me? Unless you're like literally like severely autistic or something like that.
Okay, yeah, somebody who's severely autistic. Go ahead. Continue.
Wait, so okay, so they're severely autistic to the point where they have the what's it called, like the rationale of a bear,
Yes.
and they like go and kill. I still, well, I was gonna get into this point after. I still consider what's it called, the bear's action irrational, but they're forced to do it. So I don't think that we should be able to just like incarcerate them.
That's the same thing. So we shouldn't incarcerate that criminal.
Um. Well, if it's like a severely autistic person, I don't think we'd ever like incarcerate that person.
We wouldn't incarcerate that person. Why? Justify that. Go ahead.
I'm pretty sure like. Wait, can we like actually search this up? I don't think we like like incarcerate like severely like autistic criminals.
If you want
Like
to know,
severely autistic.
if you want to know the law, we still do. We still do.
Um.
And they get put in maximum.
I guess I can show.
They get put in maximum security. They might not hit. They won't give them the maximum sentence because they plead.
Severely...
Listen, I'm literally telling you right now. I'm in criminal justice. They won't give him a maximum penalty. They won't give him the death penalty. They'll put him in like a prison in like solitary confinement because they can't interact with other inmates, but they won't death row them. So.
But yeah. Actually, that's fine. That contributes to my point. What's it called? The point about that is that we consider them like less kind of acting irrational just because of the fact that they have like this severe mental disability. Now we can go over to a bear, and I can just say that yeah, this bear has such a severe like downscale of irrationality that we can actually incarcerate them because of that.
So we can't incarcerate a severely autistic person because he's chopping people up and eating them.
Well, chopping people up and eating them, I don't think that would ever happen. But yeah, I don't think we can incarcerate them to the point where we incarcerate like somebody that's like completely rational.
I mean, yeah, that's a reductio. That just doesn't happen in real life. That's a reductio.
It's not happening in real life. That's not a reductio.
No, you're not understanding. I just told you. I just told you. You're saying you on record. No,
that's not a reductio.
I'm telling you what the reductio is. You are okay. You on recording. You are okay with an autistic person running around chopping people up and eating them for breakfast. And you're saying that person should not be incarcerated. That is the reductio I'm pointing out. You're confused.
Yeah, not as hard as